watching Good Morning Britain. So it is exactly a week ago that mum of two, Nicola Bulley, disappeared while walking her dog in St Michael's on Wyre in Lancashire.
The 45-year-old mortgage advisor dropped her children off at school and then seemingly vanished. Police have pieced together a timeline of her last known movements. Just before 9:15 in the morning, Nicola is believed to have walked along the path by the river after dropping her daughters at school. At approximately 9:10, she is spotted on the upper field walking her Springer Spaniel Willow. And then at 9:35, her mobile phone and Willow are found on a bench by the river.
Well, we're now joined by a friend of Nicola's, Emma White, who's hoping to raise awareness of their appeal for people to come forward. Emma, I know you've been a friend of Nicola's for a long time, since your children were small. They go to the same school, agonising for you and the family. What are you trying to do today to help find Nicola?
Like you've just alluded to, 7 days on, and it is such a tough milestone today, believe me. We're all finding it tough today, but yeah, 7 days. So we are outstaying force. The community's come together once again. We've got banners printed, placards of Nikki. We've got big wavy men. So our thought process is we've explored every avenue. The community's come together, the police. Everybody's come trying to find that missing piece of the jigsaw. So today commuters might come past that perhaps haven't been past this week. For some reason haven't seen all the media footage around Nikki. Just one last hope that someone can shed just a little piece of information on where Nikki is.
Emma, I can't imagine how difficult this week has been. And for all of you, probably very surreal to think that your great friend just dropped the kids off at school, did what she does very regularly, walking the dog, and then has disappeared.
Absolutely, so surreal. You've got this feeling of great sadness, you've got heartache, mixed in there with a whole load of hope, and you just can't explain the feeling that's going on. And then we have the two most beautiful little girls out there asking, where's their mummy, asking all these questions, and we can't give them answers. And as a family, oh gosh, they're being so strong for these little girls, and they know mummy's missing. Today, apparently, the hair wasn't quite right from one of the little girls, because that's not the way mummy does it. And I think we've touched the nation here, haven't we? She's a daughter, a mother, a partner, a sister, a great friend, and we just all want Nikki back. So if anybody has anything that they can give the police, anything, just share it, please.
There's nothing from your friendship that would have made you... I'm sure you spent hours and 24 hours a day since she disappeared wondering what might have happened. There's nothing from your friendship that she might have said or done that would give you any indication of the disappearance?
No, as you said, I mean, you look at all the things. She's on a conference call for work. She's got play dates for the little girls arranged. We're going out at the weekend. It's just bizarre, and nothing makes any sense, does it, at this moment in time? She was walking the dog, and Nikki's a great animal lover. She loves her animals. That's why we're all here, isn't it? Because nothing is making any sense.
No. And Emma, look, we appreciate you joining us this morning, and hopefully, as you say, somebody coming past today who may not have seen what's been going on might have a little moment or a little memory jogged that could unlock what's happening. And do hold on to that hope, because we all are sending all our support and love to you all up there. Fingers crossed something happens and we can find her.
Definitely. And I know the family and friends of... we just want to say thank you to everyone, because the strength that they're giving everybody by coming just to simple things, just sharing that little kindness, is helping so much, and it is giving us that hope. But so thank you for the media and the police and all the efforts of the community.
Wonderful. We wish you all the best, and as the Ben says, just pray that something comes forward. We're now joined by former Scotland Yard detective Peter Blexley. So much mystery surrounding it. We're going to talk about some of the details in a moment. But quite early on, the Lancashire Constabulary said that they do not believe there was any third-party involvement. Even her father, Ernest, can't quite understand why. What would be the process for ruling that out?
Well, this is rather unusual because the British police, per se, are famed for playing their cards very close to their chest, sitting on the fence, whatever you want to call it, and often releasing very little information in situations like this. But they've been bold and right from the start have said no third-party involvement, which in itself is very unusual. Of course, we don't know what has entirely prompted them to come out with such a sweeping statement. They know some things that we don't. But yes, for me, it's the standout and most unusual development from the police inquiry.
All sorts of extraordinary things about it, and very surreal for Emma and for the family, because this was a mum who was just doing what she does every day, dropping the children at school, taking the dog for a walk, joining a Teams call, something that mums and dads up and down the country will be doing as well, Peter, but all of a sudden it's taken this bizarre turn and twist.
Because of this 25-minute window from 9:10 till 9:35. At 9:10, she's seen with Willow on the field, sort of adjacent to the river. And then at 9:35, her phone, which is still connected to that meeting, is found on the bench. Now, the bench for me is also a little puzzling because in circumstances such as this, I would have expected the police to have removed that bench in its entirety for a very thorough forensic examination. But they've left it in situ. Once again, they know something that we don't, perhaps, bearing in mind they've said no third-party involvement. It's that 25-minute window which they really want the answers to.
So the phone was still connected to the call. It was on mute. So if something had happened, presumably nobody on that call could hear it happening because it was on mute. But the question then asked is, why didn't she unmute it? The dog was left there in a state of distress. One theory was maybe the dog fell in, she went to rescue it and that been an issue, but the dog was found dry. And the whole harness had been removed as well. It's a very curious thing, isn't it?
Absolutely puzzling, so many elements of it. And of course, Nicola, apparently a devoted mum with a loving family.
Yes.
And anybody who saw her parents, Ernie and Dot, speaking yesterday, must have been moved by it.
And as Emma just said, she has play dates planned. She has events planned in the calendar as well. Lots to live for, lots to sort of, you know, be going about her business.
Yeah, absolutely. And here we are, roundly baffled by these unexplained questions that we really want the answers to. We can only hope that this matter is resolved soon. I personally harbour fears that the longer it goes on, then the likelihood of a joyous kind of resolution might be disappearing. But until then, I share the concerns. I understand why the family and friends are out doing what they're doing today. I hope the police are supporting them, and let's all hope for some happy resolution.
Yeah, because at the heart of all these mysterious questions is family and friends in devastation, isn't it? Good to talk to you, Peter.
Thank you, Peter.
Thank you.